Before you watch this video, please watch the Foundations of Panic video series. The information in the Foundation series will help you get the most benefit from this technique. Hello and welcome to the Toolbox lesson on practicing gratitude. Today we're going to talk about why we need to practice gratitude, what help it can give us, and how to do it. I'm Dr. Michal Regev. So in today's lesson, you will learn about the practice of gratitude, what it is, what evidence we have that this practice helps people who struggle with anxiety, panic, and depression, and how it can help you. Then I will share with you 3 different gratitude practices that many of my clients have found very helpful. And I will also share one of them that I find very helpful and I practice every day. The practice of gratitude means that you take the time to notice and reflect upon things and people that you are thankful for having. We usually take many things for granted, but we can remind ourselves to be thankful for them. For example, our home, our family, living in a country where you have your freedoms, friends, food, and more. Please look at the handout attached to this lesson on the 3 things that right now you can find from the top of your head that you are thankful for. Pause this video and write them down. I hope you were able to find 3 things, or maybe more, that you are thankful for having in your life. You will also get a chance to practice later on with the different gratitude practices that I will present. Now let's talk about the science behind gratitude practice, because we want to know that this thing actually works. So here's what science tells us about the practice of gratitude. People who practice gratitude daily experience better mood, less anxiety, less stress, better sleep, better ability to be compassionate towards self and others, improved relationships, higher self-esteem, and even a stronger immune system. These studies have come out reputable universities such as UCLA and University of Pennsylvania. So you know they are rigorous studies. And the interesting thing about these studies is that not only did people report having better emotional health, psychological health, but they were actually able to find, using fMRI, which is an brain imaging technique, they were able to find that people who were encouraged and were practicing gratitude on a daily basis had changes in the brain that proved that gratitude practice was helpful to them in the emotional parts of the brain. In one study, they actually recruited 400 people that were having symptoms of anxiety, depression, panic. They divided them into 2 groups randomly. And what they did was, one group was receiving cognitive behavioral therapy, which is a very well-established kind of therapy for emotional disorders. And the other group was receiving also cognitive behavioral therapy, but they've actually encouraged them to do a daily practice of gratitude. And what happened at the end of the study was that the people in the group who practiced gratitude were doing better than the people in the group who were just receiving cognitive behavioral therapy. So even if you are receiving therapy of any kind, practicing gratitude can help you be even better, can help you feel better, have more emotional health. Studies in neuroscience using brain imaging have found that the practice of gratitude increased the secretion of 3 different neurotransmitters, those chemicals in the brain that help us communicate between the brain cells. The levels of the neurotransmitters have increased, and these neurotransmitters were dopamine, serotonin, and norepinephrine. These chemicals or neurotransmitters in our brain are responsible for our emotions and make us feel good, feel less anxious, and make us sleep better. And the good news is you only need 15 minutes a day to get the benefits of gratitude practice. So how does gratitude practice work? I will share 3 different practices that myself and my clients have found very powerful, very helpful. Here's the first gratitude practice for today. It's called Letters of Gratitude. Think of 3 people who are making or have made a positive difference in your life. They can be family, friends, co-workers, past or present teachers, supervisors, mentors, or acquaintances. These can even be people who have passed on. Write a letter to each one of them describing how they've made a difference in your life and thanking them. You can write 1 letter a day. You can decide whether you would like to send the letters to these people. If you do, it might help them feel better as well. But just writing the letters will help you to feel less anxious and in better mood. Now I'd like you to pause this video and think about 3 people that you are thankful for having or having had in your life. Please pause this video and write these names on a piece of paper just to remember that later on when you write those letters. Welcome back. Now that you have those 3 names, you can look at them later and start writing those letters. You can write 1 letter every day. Once you finish with the first 3 letters, you can start a new list of another 3 people and write to them. Daily writing will have a positive effect on your emotional health in about 3 weeks. So you can start with this exercise and then we'll talk about the other 2 exercises. Here is the second gratitude practice. I call it the gratitude walk. Taking a walk in nature, appreciating the sights, sounds, and smells around you with a mindset of thankfulness. To do this exercise, you will need to go outside, preferably in nature or in a park, anywhere that you think is beautiful. Walk slowly and notice things around you. Take the time to admire the beauty around you. This is different from brisk walking you take for the purpose of exercising or walks that you take to do errands. Noticing and being thankful for the beauty around you is the purpose of this exercise. Take at least 15 minutes for this walk. It takes that much time to have a positive effect on your brain. The third gratitude practice is a practice that I call the 3 levels of gratitude, and it's actually something that I practice every day, actually every night, because I choose to do it at bedtime. So here goes, the 3 levels of gratitude. I would recommend writing things down for the first 3 to 4 weeks, even if you choose to do it at bedtime like I do. Once it has become a habit, you can do it in your mind. To begin, think about things that are good in your life that you take for granted, such as having a home, shelter, clean water, electricity, food, your freedoms. You can say, I'm thankful for having freedom, or I am thankful for having clean drinking water, good medical services, etc. Really, the list is endless. Once you feel you are done with the first level, continue on to level 2. In level 2 gratitude, we focus on things and people that are good in your life personally. These can be different people you're thankful to have as part of your life, your job, your home, your community, and even your talents. In level 3, we think about things that happened during the day or the past week that we can be thankful for. Now, these don't need to be big things like getting a promotion or winning the lottery, although they can be, but smaller things like someone was particularly nice to you, you met with someone you like, you managed to achieve a goal, and so on and so forth. Now, as I said earlier, my own preference is to do it at bedtime, but you can, of course, choose to do it any hour of the day. The main thing is if you do it daily, it will help you change your emotional health, reduce panic attacks, improve your mood, and lessen your anxiety. If you practice it daily for at least 3 weeks, you will start to feel real benefits. It's free. You should try it. This is the end of our gratitude practice video. To watch more videos that have specific techniques, powerful techniques to address specific symptoms, please watch the Panic Buster Toolbox series to find the technique that suits your specific symptoms. If you're not sure about which techniques are going to be helpful to you, please watch the introduction video to the Panic Buster series. May you be well.